This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial, investment, tax, or legal advice. Discussions of ETFs, investing strategies, market updates, or specific funds are general, not tailored to your financial situation, and should not be relied upon for decision making. Investing involves significant risks, including total loss of principal, and past performance does not guarantee future results. I am not a registered financial advisor. My content reflects personal research and publicly available information. I may earn affiliate commissions from mentioned products or links disclosed per FTC guidelines, but these do not influence my opinions. Always consult a licensed financial professional and verify information independently. By watching this, you agree I am not liable for any losses or consequences from your actions. International viewers should consult local regulations. I have been covering some of the best ETFs for maximizing growth, maximizing dividend income, and minimizing downside risk. Now, beyond simply selecting ETFs, I have placed a strong emphasis on powerful investing strategies that investors can use to complement their existing portfolios. And these are approaches that go well beyond basic index exposure, like tilting towards strategic growth ETFs to enhance total returns through strategies such as free cash flow, GARP, or momentum, or incorporating high-income strategies designed to generate consistent cash flow, fuel dollar cost averaging, and accelerate the power of compounding over time. But here's the thing, complementing a portfolio isn't limited to just ETFs. Investors often diversify by adding individual stocks as well. Now, you can think of individual stock selection as creating your own customized ETF, essentially building personalized investing themes tailored to your goals. These themes might include top-performing tech stocks, high-quality small caps, dividend leaders, or even mirroring the holdings of a well-known hedge fund manager. And as an investor, I definitely want to follow portfolios like Warren Buffett's or identify the best-performing tech stocks to allocate a portion of my portfolio toward. Of course, the biggest problem is figuring out how to identify these optimal themes, how to create them and evaluate them effectively, how to backtest their performance, and how to implement them efficiently. Now, we all know investing.com. It is one of the most trusted platforms for market news, data, and economic calendars. But what I want to talk about is their flagship product, Investing Pro. At the core of Investing Pro is a massive database covering thousands of global stocks and ETFs, and each ticker comes with a series of unique, research-driven features. Now, by far my favorite feature on Investing Pro, and something I think truly sets it apart from other platforms, is its AI-driven model portfolios, ProPicks AI. This feature generates thematic portfolios. Each portfolio is built around a clear theme, like tech titans or dividend growth leaders, and comes with full transparency on rebalancing frequency, sector weightings, risk profile, and historical performance. It's one of the tools that I've been using regularly, and in my opinion, complementing your portfolio with these investment themes can be extremely powerful in the long term. Now, what exactly is ProPicks AI and how do you use it? Now, starting October 13th, investing.com will be running a flash sale offering up to 50% off on Investing Pro and Investing Pro Plus. And here's the best part. You can stack my exclusive extra 15% off on top of that, bringing your total savings to 65% off. And that is their lowest price of the year. This offer will be available for a very limited time, so make sure you guys don't miss out. You can sign up for Investing Pro by using the link down below. And I want to emphasize that I have personally been using this platform for several weeks now, and it has truly been exceptional. It has quickly become one of the most valuable resources in my investing toolkit today. Now, let's take a look at one of their example portfolios, the Tech Titans portfolio, which has historically delivered over 27% annualized returns, outperforming the S&P 500 by more than 2,000% since inception. Even in just the last 12 months, it beat the index by nearly 10%. And when you open a portfolio, you can view every single stock within that theme, complete with valuation metrics like PE ratios, risk measures such as Sharpe ratio, beta, and much more. Now, beyond that, each stock also includes an in-depth explanation under the rationale column showing exactly why it was selected. Take Viasat, VSAT as an example, which is one of the holdings in the Tech Titans portfolio. Viasat provides broadband and communication services across the US and internationally. Now, the platform doesn't just show you the company profile, it also shows you exactly when the stock was added to the portfolio and what its total returns have been since. Since being added on August 1st, just about a month ago, Viasat has surged over 65%. Now, for Viasat specifically, under the rationale column, It states that their machine learning engine flagged it as a strong buy due to exceptional market performance, robust growth metrics, and favorable volatility patterns signaling a potential inflection point. You get information on the stock's book value, latest earnings report, and revenue growth. On top of that, Investing Pro highlights details that most retail investors would miss, such as activist investors taking stakes in the company or upcoming settlements that could impact valuation. These insights usually require deep market research and constant news tracking, but here they're presented in one streamlined view. So you're gaining access to top-performing investment themes and the individual stocks driving them, essentially like an ETF-style portfolio built with institutional-grade research. And for investors, that means a powerful way to potentially boost total returns exponentially. Now, this is just one example of a portfolio theme, but ProPix AI offers countless others, and you can choose the ones that best align with your personal portfolio goals. You can even filter by the most popular themes to see what other investors are following. Take the Warren Buffett portfolio as an example, which is one of the most popular choices among conservative investors and dividend-focused investors. This portfolio replicates Buffett's top 15 holdings with quarterly rebalancing, and it has outperformed the S&P 500 value sector by more than 300% over the past 5 years. Another strong example for dividend investors is the top value stocks portfolio, and it has outperformed the S&P 500 value sector by more than 160% in returns over the last 5 years. To put that into perspective, some of the most prominent dividend ETFs in the market, like SCHD, returned just 72% over the same time frame. Now, let's walk through an example to really showcase just how powerful these portfolios can be. Let's say you hold a portfolio made up of two prominent ETFs, a dividend ETF like SCHD and a high-income ETF like JEPQ. SCHD is one of the most popular dividend ETFs, providing broad exposure to the US value sector with a dividend yield of around 4%. JEPQ, on the other hand, is a high-income ETF focused on the Nasdaq 100 that has delivered strong total returns while generating an impressive dividend yield of around 12%. Now, if you had allocated your portfolio 50-50 between SCHD and JEPQ, your total returns over the past year would have been around 9%, driven largely by JEPQ's performance. However, had you allocated 30% in SCHD and the remaining 20% in Warren Buffett's top 15 portfolio while keeping 50% in JEPQ for high income, this adjustment would have pushed your total returns to over 13% in the past year, all while still maintaining strong diversification, dividend growth exposure, and high income. For long-term dividend investors, that kind of outperformance compounds into a massive difference over time. And remember, Buffett's portfolio is considered a more conservative option. If you wanted to tilt more towards growth, you can complement SCHD and JEPQ with the Tech Titans portfolio, which returned 28% in the past year compared to JEPQ's 15%. What's remarkable is that both of these AI-driven portfolios not only outperform traditional ETF combinations, but have also delivered stronger total returns than their benchmarks. Now, ProPix AI is not limited to US markets. With ProPix AI, you gain access to region-specific strategies across Europe, Latin America, and Asia as well. This is especially valuable during periods when the US dollar weakens, since international investments often move inversely with the dollar. Of course, that's not the only factor. Dropping interest rates within a country can also act as a major tailwind for local equities. I've covered many powerful international ETFs on this channel before, like IDVO and VYMI, which are designed to give investors exposure to overseas markets while still offering attractive dividend yields. But with ProPix AI, you take it a step further by tailoring your portfolio to specific countries such as Italy, Germany, or Mexico, and gaining full transparency into performance and stock selection. Now, moving on to what I think is another one of Investing Pro's standout features, which I personally use very often, is Warren AI, their personalized market intelligence tool. Warren AI is a conversational assistant that is built directly on top of Investing Pro's database. So unlike standard AI chats, which often lack reliable financial data and require you to feed information manually, Warren AI delivers instant data-backed insights. You can simply ask questions like, which sectors are currently seeing the heaviest outflows? Or how are analysts adjusting earnings estimates for Apple this quarter? And you will immediately get answers sourced from Investing Pro's institutional-grade data. This provides a real edge when it comes to adjusting allocations, analyzing sector exposures, or fine-tuning ETF strategies. Another incredible feature is the ability to create fully customizable watch lists and screeners. You can filter stocks and ETFs by basics like dividend yield, expense ratio, market cap, or dividend growth. But here's where it gets really interesting. You can go far beyond the basics. This platform includes factor-based filters such as momentum, growth, and financial health scores, which are tools that are rarely available in standard platforms. And one of my favorites is their fair value estimates, a model that shows whether a stock is undervalued or overvalued based on fundamentals like PE ratios, PEG ratios, and discounted cash flow projections. And I know these may sound confusing, but the key takeaway here is that the platform combines multiple valuation models into one comprehensive estimate, giving investors a clear, reliable snapshot of what they're investing in. On top of that, you have analyst consensus and price targets, which compare Wall Street estimates directly against Investing Pro's internal valuations. There's also a financial health score, which I have mentioned before, and it evaluates profitability, growth, and cash flow, as well as dividend quality analysis, which grades payout safety, growth consistency, and yield stability over time. So you're provided with multiple layers of analysis and valuation, allowing investors who want to handpick individual stocks to do so with confidence while still getting a complete breakdown of performance and fundamentals. For example, on my own customized watch list, Microsoft, for instance, currently shows strong upside potential across both measures, which helps me decide whether it deserves a larger allocation in my portfolio. Now, specifically for ETFs, you can screen by holdings, asset focus, and strategy type, making it easy to identify high-yield covered call ETFs, international dividend funds, or low-cost growth ETFs. You can also filter by advanced technical filters like annualized volatility or even 200-day moving average. Granted, some of these filters are more advanced, but for professional investors who rely on them, having a screener like this is invaluable. Personally, I really like the 200-day moving average screener because the 200-day moving average often serves as a powerful level of support that signals strong buying opportunities. And the ability to view multiple assets and their 200-day moving averages side by side makes the process far more efficient than manually analyzing individual charts one at a time. So overall, Investing Pro is not just another research tool. It is a professional-grade platform that brings together deep market data, customizable screeners, fair value analysis, AI-powered portfolios, and conversational intelligence through Warren AI. Whether you're a dividend investor seeking stable income, a growth investor chasing compounding returns, or someone aiming for balanced exposure, this platform provides everything you need to design, test, and optimize your portfolio with confidence. You can get 65% off when you use my link in the description. They are running a flash sale with 50% off, plus you can stack an extra 15% by using the coupon code VictoriaMedia. This offer will be available for a very limited time, so make sure you grab it while you can. And that is all for this one. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!